A very good morning to everyone. Welcome in the class of social science. Today we are going to learn lesson number 8, India Challenges and Solutions. Let's continue with the chapter. Please all of you fetch your textbooks. Keep the textbooks with you. This is on page number 62. In the modern times, the external means of development have changed, but the internal means of development have more or less remained the same. Honestly, moral values, awareness towards the rights and duties of a citizen, traffic awareness, sensitivity towards environment, scientific attitude, etc., have not developed as much the material development. So, though all these things, honesty, moral values, rights and duties, traffic awareness, environment, etc., have been taught to you since a very young age. Also, many awareness programs are going on all over the world. Yet, this has not developed up to the required extent. Social evils like superstitious, illiteracy, and ignorance still prevail in our society. Institutions of the local self government, educational institutions, and the non government voluntary organizations, that is, NGOs, have played a vital role in ensuring the social and professional development of the nation. So, different organizations have been working with, hand in hand with the government so that, uh, you know, uh, social and professional development takes place in the nation. The society shows many positive changes, which is a very credible fact. So many positive changes are seen in the society, that means in the people, which is a very good thing. Still, there are many more challenges to be faced. Pollution, unemployment, poverty, illiteracy, terrorism, all such things are serious problems to ponder over, to be solved. It is necessary to think about them and find a solution to it. The idea of Vasudev Kutumbakam, the whole earth is my family, needs to be inculcated in the people of the whole world. Understood? Now, here the classification of changes faced by India is given in a tabular form in a table. Let's go through them. First amongst them is the internal problems, that is overpopulation, illiteracy, inflation, poverty, unemployment, urbanization, communalism, corruption, and terrorism. Overpopulation, we have already studied that how population is affecting our progress of any nation. Illiteracy also is the main reason which causes lot of problems. Inflation. What's the meaning of inflation? That means rise in the prices of especially basic commodities like food, other things. Then there is poverty, unemployment, urbanization. That means more and more people have to leave their villages and come to the cities for employment. That is called urbanization. Communalism. People are separated on the names of communities, Hindu, Muslims, Parsis, like that. Then corruption. It also has a very vital role to play. Then terrorism. Next, there are regional problems. Discrimination based on language and regionalism. That means people living in different regions, they are only concerned for the benefit of their own region, for the development or for the development of their own region. Okay, they are not bothered whether the neighboring region is also successful, is also progressing or not. Then we have got border problems, which is both internationally as well as nationally. Border problems, you understand, right? That means not good relations with the neighboring countries or states. Next is natural problems. Natural problems means like natural disasters, which is flood, famine, earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruption, and cyclone. So these are the different challenges faced by any nation. And we are not different. So we also face all these problems. Now let's study these problems in detail. First one is overpopulation. Malay had to attend his maternal uncle's marriage. He came to the bus stand with his mother. It was very crowded. The bus arrived there, but there was no place to sit. He could not board the bus as everybody was pushing one another. Thus, he could not reach his uncle's place in time. Why do you think this happened? Obviously, because of overpopulation. See here in the picture, we can see, excess people are there. So, what will happen? The earth, it can accommodate only a limited number of people. Rest of the people we can see they are hanging out of the earth. So same thing happened with Malay and his family. They could not board the bus because it was overpopulated. Understood? The reason for this overpopulation was naturally the overpopulation in your country. Now make a list of crowded places you have observed. Any 4 or 5 names you will write. In the earlier chapters, we have studied about overpopulation and its effects. The root cause of almost all the problems is overpopulation, whether it is illiteracy, unemployment, poverty, or different other economic problems. The root cause of all these problems is overpopulation. Remember, I had taught you that if a person earns 10 rupees and it is to be distributed, or 100 rupees and it is to be distributed in 10 people, every person or every member of the family will get at least 10 rupees. But if a same member earns 100 rupees and it is to be distributed amongst more number of people, so definitely less amount will be given to each person. Got it? So let's think about the ways to control population. Increase in population means increase in demand for facilities and infrastructure. That means demand for facilities, at least basic necessities will be required, that is food, water and shelter. That means home. Infrastructure also will be required. Roads भी चाहिएंगे जहाँ पे इन लोग ये people or public use करेगी. Population growth outgrows the growth of economy. So if the population grows, the growth of economy will be held behind. It will be arrested. उससे ज़्यादा if the population is growing, the country or the economy of the country will not grow. In other words, the population growth is more and faster than the growth of economy. Here an activity is given which you can use a graph paper or you can directly draw in your fair book with the help of the tables which are provided. Now, according to the census 2001, the total population in India was 102 crores, which in 2011 has gone up to 121 crores. It means there was an increase of 18.14 crores. Overpopulation leads to certain man-made challenges such as pollution, congestion in the residential areas. Congestion means, जो एरिया होती है उसमें 10 लोग भी रहते हैं तो अगर सपोज 10 एकर्स लैंड है उसमें 10 लोग रहते हैं तो each one can live on single acre for each person. But if 100 people are living in the 10 acres land तो वो 1 acre में 10 लोगों को रहना पड़ेगा. You understand the meaning of congestion now? बहुत space बहुत कम मिलेगा. So that's called congestion in the residential areas. Shortage of food and water will be there if population grows. Medical services, education opportunities, unemployment, corruption and terrorism. All this are will be there if overpopulation is there. Hence, it becomes necessary for the government to take certain steps to control the growth of our population. Next is illiteracy. Illiteracy is a major factor hindering the progress of a nation. Literacy is required to understand new ideas, discoveries, and knowledge. Literacy means education. Unless you people are educated, you will not be able to understand new ideas or discoveries, and you will not be able to gather much knowledge. As we have seen during the time of British also, when the Indians got English education, they were able to know the ideas which were given by the other intellectuals or scholars throughout the world. An educated person can effectively communicate and explain his ideas, opinions, views, and beliefs. When we attained independence, the literacy rate was quite low. But due to the efforts of the government, awareness towards education has increased and the literacy rate has gone up in the country. Maharaja Sayaji Rao Gaikwad of Vadodara had made the primary education free and compulsory in the 19th century in order to increase the literacy rate in his state. So, understood, like in the 19th century, presently also the government is taking so many measures so that people get free and compulsory basic primary education. Let's go through these certain measures which have been taken to increase literacy. We come across incidents when people get cheated because of their illiteracy. Illiteracy is a taboo on the culture of a society and many measures have been taken to eradicate it. Free and compulsory primary education to the age group of 6 to 14 years, scholarship, midday meal, pre-primary education, girl education schemes, Vidya Deep scheme, residential schools for tribals, adult education programs, each one teach one scheme, and since 2009, right to education, that is RTE, have been introduced and implemented by our government so that people of India get the basic primary education and they do not have to what do you call spend any money for the education. Even the tribals and the poor people can get education free of cost, and different schemes have been launched so that midday meal, like midday meal, pre-primary education or girl education, then residential schools for tribals, all these schemes. Plus, now it has become right to education. That means anybody can take admission in any school under this. It has become your fundamental right to education. And even if you have, less, what do you call, salary, still you can, get admission in any school under this scheme, under the right to education. Find out the literacy rate of last 5 years. Here the year of census is given and percentage of literacy is given. Then you have to find out the percentage of illiteracy. Obviously जितने percent literate हैं उसके अलावा जो हैं वो illiterate हैं. Now here is the table of inflation. You have to write down the commodities price 5 years ago, approximate price. You can take help of your parents and the price now, and you have to calculate the percentage or the difference in the percentage. पहले जो price था और आज जो price है कितना percentage increase हुआ. These are the basic commodities: milk, pure ghee, sugar, jaggery, gas, petrol, etc. The increase in price of essential commodities and other necessities is known as inflation. A price rise in the commodities of daily use creates an adverse effect on human life. So, if the prices of necessary commodities जो हम daily use में use करते हैं daily में, अगर उनका price बढ़ जाता है तो it creates an adverse effect on the human life. Inflation causes stress for common man as it becomes tough for the middle class people and people with limited income to manage their basic expenses. What is inflation called in Hindi? महंगाई. So inflation causes stress for common men क्योंकि सैलरी तो उतनी बढ़ती नहीं है परसेंटेज वाइज जितना चीजों का दाम बढ़ जाता है. So it becomes life becomes very tough for a middle class person and people with limited income. वो basic necessities भी अपने फैमिली को प्रोवाइड नहीं कर सकते because of the inflation. The standard of living goes down. अगर बेसिक नेसेसिटीज भी नहीं ले पाएंगे तो क्या होगा, उनका स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग विल गो डाउन. जो पहले वो बटर ब्रेड खा सकते थे अब वो सिर्फ रोटी से काम चलाएंगे. They cannot afford to buy butter now because now its price has increased. It has become difficult to combat inflation and at times people have to compromise over certain commodities or facilities due to inflation. तो महंगाई से लड़ना, combat करना has become now difficult. So at times people have to compromise over certain commodities or facilities due to inflation. What could we do to check this inflation? That means measures. Corruption, hoarding and overpopulation are the factors responsible for inflation. What can we do as a citizen to stop it? The only solution to this is a planned and thrifty lifestyle. So understood this chapter or till now? If we plan our lifestyle, जो हमको चीज़ें चाहिए उसको prioritize करें, जो ज़रूरी चीज़ें हैं उन पे ही हम खर्चा करें, and obviously if we keep a check on overpopulation, then this kind of economic problem can be solved. Here they have given an activity, prepare a list of occasion on which food is wasted, and as a citizen, what can we do to stop it? Very common thing we have many times seen in parties and weddings, etc. Make a list of 5 such things where you see occasions where food is wasted. We will continue in the next video. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children.